my remarks. Employee morale. For too long, the men and women of my department have been political pawns. They've been asked to do more with less and less and less. In many ways, similar to the treatment suffered by our law enforcement over the past few years, they are often ridiculed and insulted by public officials and frequently convicted in the court of public opinion on unfounded allegations testified to by street lawyers and street spokespersons. If lawmakers do not like the laws that we enforce, that we are charged to enforce, that we are sworn to enforce, then they should have the courage and the skill to change those laws. Otherwise, they should shut up and support the men and women on the front lines. My people, have been discouraged from doing their jobs for nearly a decade, disabled by pointless bureaucracy and political meddling, and suffered disrespect and contempt by public officials who have no idea what it means to serve. During my confirmation process and in hearings, members of Congress, the press, and other public officials frequently asked me about the morale problems the department has experienced over the last few years. My response has simply been, when you discourage, when you unjustly criticize and default to believing the initial reports as opposed to defaulting to believing the stories told by my professionals, when you do all of those things and show disrespect to the individual who's risking his or her life to defend the country, when you do those things, what do you expect? All of this stopped on January 20th. It stopped with President Trump, and it stopped with me. My people, the men and women of this department, do a difficult and at times nearly impossible job in the service of the American people. They deserve our nation's thanks and respect. They deserve to be proud of the jobs that they do. We are moving in exactly the right direction. Why? Because the best way to improve morale is to let employees do the jobs they were hired and trained to do and recognize them for doing those.